Get an actual audience.
Bro, it had 33 without doing nothing.
Yeah, but like, we actually want an audience, don't we?
If you're only in 10 minutes, whatever.
No, I want to see the most I can do in 10 minutes. What the fuck? I don't care if people see this shit. Here. So you're getting a little behind the scenes stuff right now. You're probably thinking like, what the hell is going on? And we're probably thinking the same thing. But don't worry, we'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. What could go wrong? We got a superstar here.
Thanks.
I was talking about her.
I know.
Sticks, entertain the people. We're live.
Wagwan, everybody. We're here in motherfucking Miami. We got Tavid. This is your first time here in Miami. So you already know his eyes. You know, people when they first come to Miami, their eyes be like, I always ask them, I say, does this shit look like GTA? They be like,
it's a game,
it's
bro.
a fucking video game. It's a TV show.
No.
Yeah.
My second day here, we had jets flying over. I saw like a tank. I was like, damn, this is a GTA Online. They got cheat codes. Some of the stealth bombers. I was like riding my bike down Miami Beach. We got a stealth bomber flying over. I was like, this is goddamn America. This is a beautiful place.
This is America.
That's America. But as can I expect, man?
This man, let me tell you something. This man came to my house. Well, not my house, my studio. He came to my studio. You know, when you in like, you know, the city, what they do is they hide their creative studios in plain sight. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times they hide their studios like in houses and shit. So he comes to my fucking studio. Mind you, my shit look nice. My shit got theater inside, hot tub inside. This nigga come over here talking about some, is this the hood? I'm like, damn. What the fuck your hood look like back at home? Yo. I'm like, shit, this shit got a hot tub in here. Damn. This shit got a hot tub in here. This shit got a fucking theater. What you mean, the hood?
I'm from Europe. I want to see the hood, you know? I just hear about it. I just heard about it. Like South Florida, Miami.
What's the hood? They said, what's the hood down here? I said, let's say like Overtown and maybe like Pompano.
Where you from then?
Here comes Tavid. Let's look up Pompano. What the fuck you do? What you mean? You gonna go to Pompano?
Yeah. I'm gonna go sightseeing. You know, see
That's probably not the place to go.
They say they want to go sightseeing. You see, you hear that shit? They want to go sightseeing.
Are they a little bit too late to be going there?
Playing, man.
I told him. I said they gonna think you got money. So you know, I don't know if you want to do that. Then I told him he got glasses, so they automatic, and you hanging with him, they automatically gonna say, yeah, you got money too. So they.
Why? Did someone have glasses that got money?
They gonna say he's smart.
Wow. He looks smart.
He's smart.
He articulate too.
He articulate.
So they like,
gotta see what he got in his pockets then.
Yeah, like they like, who
pocket check time.
Yeah, what your daddy? And what they do is they be like, what your daddy do? What your family do? What your mom do?
So they'll be like, yo, man, you ain't from around here, right?
Yeah, what your
Start
dad
a conversation
do?
with you. Where you from, dog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your mommy a what? Surgeon? Oh, your daddy a doctor.
Damn,
bro. You living good. How about you spread the wealth a little bit? Some shit like that.
And what you doing tonight? Like they be talking to you like, what you doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? So.
They got good game.
Yeah, they got game, so you gotta be careful out here. And then Overtown, it's not game there. It's just like,
wow.
It's just people on drugs, so they just gonna.
Can I get
a flocka?
What?
Get the flocka?
Yeah, they on flocka, Molly, all that. Wow. Like they
zombies.
Yeah, zombies. They like that's NPCs.
In my day, they were doing something called ecstasy.
Oh yeah.
Nah, they mixing that into their new stuff. They mixing that.
That's scary, man, because that will put holes in your brain.
Man, they be on. We say boom, but yeah, that boy on some boom. And what they do is they mix their stuff. I remember I was in a convenience store. I saw this lady go, like she literally. I said in the store, in the store.
Like in the store.
Yeah, man.
I seen some crazy shit.
Everywhere.
I can believe it.
And I remember one time when I was younger, I used to go over to this one dude's house because he used to let me smoke there. I was with my parents back then, and he had this one homeless guy living on his couch called Hawk, and he had a homeless guy in his house called Hawk, and the guy who owned the house was an actual crackhead. But listen to this, man. This crackhead would fix my brakes for $50. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Back
he
when you
was
were
a
back, yeah.
Smart,
Now, one of those
He was a functional
one of those
crackhead.
crackheads will fucking work for his crack.
Oh.
No,
And
bro,
you-
he would cut out your brakes just to fix them, bro.
No. He would do
No,
good
this is
work.
a
He would do good
functional
work. So
crackhead.
the moral of the story is he had a sister who was an alcoholic. And one day I went over there with a couple younger fellas, and we went for a run to get some food. And all of a sudden, when I come back, I see, you know, the 16-year-old dude's gone and the sister's gone. I'm thinking, what's going on? And she comes back and she has leaves all over her back. I'm like,
Wow.
you understand what I'm trying to say? Leaves all over the back?
No.
No. They went outside to have sex and she was laying on her back and she got leaves. This is an
Okay,
old ass
yeah.
woman and this is a 16-year-old dude who just tapped her. 16, man. And this is what I'm talking about.
In Ohio?
This is what this is what happens when you have
Only in
crackheads.
Ohio.
This is what happens with
Maybe in
crackheads.
Ohio.
Oh yeah.
West Virginia too, but yeah.
Crackheads, man.
And the funniest part was I'd smoke weed in like a different room, and they come in and be like, Gary, how come you never hang with us? I'm like, man, because you're smoking crack? And they're like, yo, come on in here. And you would go in the room, and you can stay for more than 3 seconds or something like that, because afterwards, you're fucking going to get a contact high.
Oh, no.
It's like, no, I'm good with that, man.
You like, nah.
So I'm just smoking my weed over here, and
Yeah.
I'm being called a drug addict. I go back to my house, they're calling me the drug addict. I'm like,
You don't even know
Mom,
what I just
you
came
seen there
from.
some crackheads down the
Chilling
street?
with the crackheads.
But I gotta tell you, these crackheads, they really get creative. This one motherfucker, he fucking got his power turned off.
Oh,
Got his power turned off. He ran an extension cord outside to the laundry room, and he was getting all his power through the laundry. I'll go over there one day. I'm like, dude, what's up with the TV? He's like, oh, I got you. 1 second. He'd unplug the fucking fridge and plug in the TV. Hey, you want to hear some real ghetto fab shit? This motherfucker, man, I go to his house. It's the middle of the winter, and it's cold. Okay, and he doesn't have any fucking heat. He didn't pay the AC. Man, I would go in there, he'd turn his oven on, and then he'd put a fan by the oven, and that's how his heat come. So I'm telling you, ghetto fab, man. Some people, when they're crackheads, they are creative.
sometimes limitations.
That's how you know Joe Biden ain't smoking crack. He's fucking doing something else because he's not creative at all.
He be
That's
saying,
it.
he be stuck, man. He just be like,
Yeah.
and I be like, damn, what's up with him? Like, why he just like stuck like that?
Yeah, probably something to do with being a pedophile and an old man. The shit catches up to you, man.
How the fuck did y'all vote for that guy? I know y'all
What
did.
are you looking at me for, man?
America, how,
No,
how does that happen,
first of
bro?
all, it was a
How does that happen, bro?
that's it.
Looking outside in, you know, how does that happen, y'all?
He be
Damn.
sniffing kids. Y'all saw that?
He's sniffing kids.
He be
man.
like-
He be on that too.
And how do you guys feel about Joe Biden in Europe?
People don't really care probably.
Don't really care. Okay.
No,
They don't look into it
care
that
about
much.
America, man. They
They
got a
don't
war
give a
over
fuck
there.
about
That's true.
America.
The only thing they do is the politicians listen to America. Germans going to war. France is doing all this because America tells them to. Because they're part of the NATO alliance, and who runs NATO? America. It's funny how people don't even understand how politics even works, man. America's still running that. America's basically running a proxy war involving Germany, and it's against Germans' best interests to actually fight a war because they get their energy from Russia. So what happens?
The prices
All of a
go up.
sudden, the prices
Yeah.
go up. The German people suffer. So what is basically happening is the government of Germany is doing what America says against the interest of their own people. So again, is this not a colony?
It's the sellout.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Could that be the beginning of the demise?
I think that demise is coming for a long time. You know, I one thing I always wanted, I have to explain to my kid when he's a little older, is how Germany lost 2 world wars and became the economic power of Germany, Europe. The German economy basically runs Europe. That's it. I mean, the French have a bank. They got UK got kicked out the European Union. So again, it amazes me. And the reason the French are actually allowing the Germans to run the EU is because they're fucking stripping Africa.
Yep.
How many nations in Africa is basically still colonized by France.
Yeah, all the francophone.
So basically, they have their money in some African countries, about 14. I could be wrong about the number.
Yeah,
attached to the French currency, and if they ever try to leave, they're gonna start inflating their country. Correct?
100% the currency. Yeah.
So again, modern day slavery, but it's okay, man. Soon, the caliphate will envelop France. And then maybe I don't think so. They're gonna want that money too.
But they're not developing.
You know what's gonna happen? You'll stop paying tax to the white French, and they're gonna start paying tax a jizya tax. Sharia law for non-Muslims. You have to pay a jizya tax. You know about the jizya tax, right? Anyone here wants to pay a jizya?
It's my first time hearing this.
Okay, so if you're a non-Muslim in a non-Muslim country, I mean, and they invade your country and take over, you have to pay an extra tax for being a non-Muslim, a non-believer. Now, if you want to be a believer, then you don't have to pay the jizya.
Nah.
You never heard about this?
I have. She said, "Do we have that?" Like, no.
No. You're talking about a
50, 60 years out.
You're talking about a 90% white country or something like where he's from. They're not going to have anything like that.
In Northern Europe, I think has some potential future. That's the only one. It has to be like a stronghold.
Well, again, you have.
Yeah, you have like Poland and Estonia, and up there is Scandinavia, but Sweden is gone now.
But Russia's still the superpower there.
Yeah, we gotta be friends with Russia.
How are you gonna be friends with Russia and be friends with America at the same time?
Yeah.
Kind of difficult, huh?
That's the question. But can we put our faith? Can we put our future in the hands of America? I don't know. We can't. We have to make friends with Russia now. So
have to make friends with Russia. But if you make friends with Russia, that means that they're gonna rule with the iron fist.
Well, it's different. It has to be different for us to try. For my country to survive, it has to be different. We have to get into a position where Russia could not invade Estonia because we would benefit them. We have to be in a position where Russia
how are you gonna do that?
I gotta figure it out, bro.
You do understand it was against Russian interest to invade Chechnya, and they still did it.
They still did.
It was against their interest.
Did that be that far up that they said that no, we ain't doing it? We're too valuable for us to not invade the country.
And the only way that happens is how?
Friends, business,
technology. And how are you gonna make that happen?
Technology. Russia has a really good startup scene. Even though they're not that far as America, they do their thing.
I mean, Russia was supposedly the second strongest military in the world before the exposed them.
Sure.
At this point, who would you say the second strongest military in the world is? China?
Yeah, for sure.
But they've never been in a fight in their life.
That's true.
Even the Vietnamese whipped their ass.
Babies, so they train since kids.
They train since kids. They can train since kids all they want. They never have any vets. America, Great Britain, a lot of people have veterans. That's a little different. That's why America actually has constant wars. So it has people ready if we need.
That's smart.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
That's how America works. So listen,
the Chinese soldiers might switch up on them.
What's that?
Chinese soldiers might switch up on China one time.
Listen, Chinese soldiers are like what? About fucking 5'1", 4'9". Come on, man. I'm not worried a bunch of... the Chinese soldiers are going to be like an army of ants. They're just going to overwhelm me with numbers, man. I'm not worried about any Chinese soldiers. I'm not, I figure in about 20 years I'm going to fire with anything on with a blue helmet on. And that blue helmet's going to be UN, because that's how I see the Chinese coming in here on the UN mandate. They're not just going to come in here. They're going to come in on a UN mandate. I'm going to see the whole world dump the US dollar, fucking blame America for all its problems. And that's going to happen probably next decade. So we're good so far. Like I said, we'll make that money right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Make that money. And then at some point, we're going to have to jump the sinking ship. If it gets to that point, I think it still can be saved. I think it still can be saved. I think it still can be saved. But, you got a lot of things that need to be fixed.
Yeah.
And to fix things in a quick manner, you can't do it with love. You can't go out there and spread love and say everything's going to be kumbaya and everything's going to fix itself. No, you got to be a hard ass.
Yep.
You got to make examples of people. And you got to make physical examples of people. And you have to make people watch. And they have to understand that if you do certain crimes, you will be punished ultimately with your life. So, for instance, if you mess around with a kid, if you do anything sexual to a kid, you just forfeited your life.
Yep.
And if you forfeit your life, that means your organs will be cut out.
Boom.
And those organs will be fucking sold to the highest bidder. And that money will go to the victims' families.
Wow.
That's how the fuck we're going to do it. Plus, we're going to have pay-per-view, brother. Pay-per-view. I mean, listen, this might not be appropriate for kids to see. But you know what? If some people want to support the family by buying pay-per-view to see the son of a bitch get killed, let's do it. Let's do it. And I promise you, when you see stuff like that happen, criminal's going to think twice. Criminal's going to think
People
twice.
will think twice.
Yeah.
He wasn't lying when he said, like, extreme. Like, he said, sell that shit to them. Wow.
Well, listen.
Capitalize off of it.
Of course. Everything's capitalism. Everything's capitalism.
Capitalism.
Hey, Capricorn capitalism. And Capricorn capitalism means this, man. Make your money and make a fucking statement. If people out there are going to do bad things, then guess what, man? They're going to experience the consequences of their actions. And people need to step up. And not just me, him talking. People actually need to demand this. And maybe it's not going to happen in 2023. Maybe we'll start moving the wheels in 2024. And maybe it'll be bingo in 2025. Let's see. COVID is a pig, so that means it's time to hire people in the snake year. We'll do that. You remind me about that in 2025, right?
Of course.
Okay, much appreciated. Anyways, any final words before we close down this mini whatever the hell we're
it's
doing?
a motherfucking cat year. Y'all make sure y'all show some love to the fucking
There's some
cats.
cats out here in Miami, right?
Huh?
Oh, cats, right?
Yep. Y'all go ahead and support the cats.
Someone said in the chat that Marcelo looks like Malik Obama's son.
Obama?
Malik Obama's
Got an
son.
Obama here?
Wow.
That's how they know that power oozing up.
Wait,
That power oozing up. in you.
That's crazy. We got two dark ones here, and they're gonna say that's
true.
Malik Obama, or are they talking about you?
It's about his.
Marcelo.
Oh, I was about to say, man. hold on. Take the glasses off. Maybe.
Tell him go like this. Be like this.
Maybe.
Go like this. Go like this. Fuck yeah.
Now say Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
That's it. Sold.
That's it.
Sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
Exclusively on GG33.
Actually, Malik's gonna want to see this too. Hey, guess what? They're all GG3 members at this point. Anyways, wrap it up.
I mean, I wrapped up.
Later.
I was gonna say, these are like the